let's continue on. Okay, hey guys, what's up? It's Emily. Welcome back to my channel if you're new here. This is the first and last time in this video you're gonna see me most likely like put together like this because we're going vlog style and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every morning this week and reading for 3 hours. Why am I doing this, might you ask? That's such a good question. Part of me was just looking for a video to do for you guys, and I've been kind of busy because I'm getting married and planning wedding stuff, and I've been being social, which was like new for me. I haven't had as much time to read either, so I just thought that like doing it in the morning is the only time to do it because it's when everyone else is sleeping. I've always wanted to try this. I've watched videos for the longest time of just like my 5 a.m. morning routine, and I've always watched them and been like, oh god, that looks so fun. Everyone says that they feel so on top of the world when they wake up at 5. Nothing has really motivated me to like do something like this just to wake up at 5, but to have something to do like reading, like, oh, I'm going to read for 3 hours. That is why I'm waking up at 5. I feel like a little more motivated to do it. Let's roll the footage. Let's go. Vlog commence. Hey, good morning guys. It's day 1. It's 5 a.m. 5:09. It's 5:09. It's 5:09. I'm actually kind of disturbed to say that I woke up on my own at like 4:45. I've been doing this the past week because last week at this time I had an acting job that I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock for. And so I've kind of been going to sleep earlier, waking up at around 4:45, but then I've been going back to sleep for like 2 or 3 hours. So I feel like my REM cycle is complete and I am not like super exhausted. So I'm ready to read. I am wearing my Frownies. It's like a Botox alternative that I sleep in sometimes. I don't wear them every night, but last night was a full forehead cast night. So I'll probably just leave these on for a considerable part of the morning, probably throughout this whole first morning of filming. You can get yours for 10% off with my code KEEP10. They're very inexpensive and they do work well. I don't have to do Botox, so that's great. I started the second book of The Housemaid. I think there's 4 books in this series. This is The Housemaid's Secret, a total gripping psychological thriller. A totally gripping psychological thriller. Here we go. I started yesterday. I'm on page 53. This series is so fast moving. I started my I think like a 12-hour reading challenge with the first book and I read it in like 3.5 hours. So I might even finish this morning. Yeah, it's really fast moving. It's, you know, I don't really know exactly like what the main kind of like mystery is yet. Or I guess I kind of do. But yeah, I'm excited to find out more. So I don't know if I'm ready for like coffee right to my face at this moment. I think I'm gonna read for like 45 minutes and then make myself a cup of coffee. Let's read. This book is so like, I've had so many visceral reactions this morning and it's too early to be this angry at men. I think I know who the car belongs to that's been following her. I have a prediction. I don't want to say what the prediction is, what it's about, because this is a spoiler-free vlog, but I'll let you know if I'm right. I'm reading like at a pretty normal pace. It's 5:34. I'm on page 81. That's like a little under a page a minute, but you know, it's early. So, or a little over a page a minute. No, a little under a page a minute. A little under a page a minute. It is early, so, you know, we're trucking along. So creepy. This is such a creepy book to be reading this early in the morning. This is like such an anxiety-inducing book. Like it's so well written and I really like being transported into the situation and I'm like really on edge and I'm getting tired and I'm gonna just have a sip of water before I continue. Kind of wish I was reading a rom-com right now. Almost 40% done with the book and it's not even 6 o'clock. It's just a book. It's just a book. Thank you. so the thing that I thought that I predicted, I was wrong. But I was in the right direction. Thank you. My cortisol levels are through the roof right now. This is so stressful. I'm on page 147. It's 6:20. I like want to get coffee, but I feel like it's gonna make me anxious as I'm reading this book. I've read about 100 pages so far. That's pretty good. I'm gonna be tired later. I'm tired now, but I'm not like falling asleep. I feel like if I was reading in bed, I would fall asleep, but as long as I'm like sitting up. 7:15. It's still pitch black outside. I'm like sufficiently creeped out. Wonderful way to start the morning. We're keeping up our reading momentum. Page 172. I think I need to go back in the office and read. I think if I go anywhere else, I'm gonna fall asleep. Ooh, I just finished part 1. I have no idea what's going on. I have no predictions. This is amazing. I feel like I usually call stuff in thrillers, although I feel like I've been saying that a lot recently. And I've been wrong about a lot of my calls, so maybe I'm not as with it as I think I am. I'm very curious to keep reading. We're switching perspectives now, and I am so confused. I'm so confused. I love it. It's amazing. Look. Oh, look at that. It's the sun. I feel like when I woke up at 5, like I mentioned, I felt like I was on top of the world. But I think the content that I'm reading is so on edge that like I can't put together a sentence right now, but I was just really on edge. I was expecting this experience to make me feel calm and relaxed, but I think it's just the book. But I'm happy that the sun's out. Yeah, it literally felt like the middle of the night, which I kind of loved. Why am I trying to talk? Okay, the way this went from being like so creepy to just like a satire is amazing. This is so funny to me. I'm actually not that tired. Like I definitely feel like I will need a nap later today, but like I'm not like exhausted. Oh my god. You could have never predicted this. So it is officially 8:01 and I'm going to wrap up my reading for the morning. I'm on page 263, 83% done. Yeah, first morning was so fun. I kind of start my day, like start officially doing things at 9. And so it feels kind of nice to have this hour where I don't feel pressure to read now. Like I can like watch YouTube videos, make some food, like, and not feel the pressure to like read. I can kind of like have a clear mind for myself. Finding time to read in your free time, but like also finding time to like have your own thoughts, or at least for me, like finding time to read in my spare time and having time to like have my own thoughts and like kind of just veg and like watch YouTube videos and stuff. Sometimes I feel like it's hard to find the balance of being able to do both. So I feel like waking up at 5 a.m. is the way to get everything done that I want to get done. I can't take myself, I'm not gonna wear frownies every day this week, but you're just gonna get like the 5 to 8 a.m. version of me. It's not gonna be glamorous. It just is what it is. It's gonna be like 60 degrees out today. I feel good. Probably take a little nap later, but I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 a.m. for day 2. Morning, guys. 5:13 here. I woke up at 5, but I just needed to get dressed and get myself together a bit. I'm feeling kind of amazing. Something psychotic I didn't realize is that yesterday was daylight savings, and so I ostensibly woke up at 3:45 naturally. I had so much energy yesterday too. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm like ready to read. I'm so excited. I didn't read it all yesterday afterwards, so I'm gonna pick up right where I left off. Let's read. I'm definitely more tired this morning, but I just finished The Housemaid's Secret. It's 5:48. Yeah, I probably read about 30 pages, so I'm reading at the same speed that I was yesterday, which is good. That was a great book. That was really fast moving, and like, it was just, I think the Housemaid trilogy, like these books are great if you are like trying to get out of a reading slump or you're trying to get back into reading. Like, they're just so quick and like so good. It's about as good as I could do for a review right now. I think I'm gonna give it, definitely wasn't predictable, which I appreciated. Like, I was just kind of on for the ride the whole time, and there are a few little details and I was like, oh, this is probably going to be important later that I noted, so it was like satisfying when it was, kind of a thing. But for the most part, I really didn't predict a lot of it, so I don't know, I almost want to give it like 4.25. I think it's a 4.25. I'm gonna look at my TBR video I posted yesterday. I think I should choose a book from there. Fast forwarding to the stack. The thing about this stack is they're all kind of like serious books, and like I just made it a bit easier. I would do Beartown. I also might just do the next Elsie Silver book. I really should read a book off of TBR. Okay, I'm going with Beartown. I'm tired. A little over 400 pages, 412. Debating going back to sleep for like an hour at 8 o'clock. So I don't know if I want to have coffee or not. I feel like I need it. Let's get it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. I just shut my eyes for 10 minutes. This is very expositional, this beginning, and I'm usually like 14, 6:30. Yeah, The Housemaid was definitely like, this is very dangerous. The Housemaid just moved so quickly and like got my heart rate up. So it was a good book for this challenge. This morning is way more of a struggle than yesterday. It's 7:30. I'm on page 44. I've been reading really slow. I took 2 10-minute nap breaks because I was like falling asleep. So I didn't have any problem finishing The Housemaid. I think it's honestly like the pacing of this book is just, it's not a bad book. It's just like not a great book for like 5 a.m. You know what I mean? Okay, it's 7:45 on page 55. I'm just gonna go back to sleep till 8:30. Yesterday I didn't take a nap at all, and then I went to bed at like 11:30. So I think today I will actually take a nap and try to go to sleep a little earlier so that I'm not this tired tomorrow. I also didn't drink coffee this morning, which didn't help, but I do want to go back to sleep. Yeah, day 2, not as strong as day 1, but I read probably like not a lot of pages. Not a lot of pages for almost 3 hours. You know what? I can't overachieve every single day. It's enough that I got up and did this. Oh. Wow, my camera just took a fall, and for a second the focus was like not working and I was scared that it broke. Anyway, I was just saying, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we'll read more than we did today. I mean, I read more than this because I finished the other book, but see you tomorrow. Day 3. I'm feeling better this morning. Jean-Luc is up as well because he has to work early, so we're up early together. It's about 5:15. I am gonna do my coffee first thing because I feel like not doing the coffee yesterday was not a good situation. I almost didn't put the K-cup in the machine and just made like brown water. I'm not without challenges here. I'm really tempted to read in bed today because Jean-Luc is not currently sleeping. I'm not going to because I feel like I will definitely fall asleep. Let's go. Let's see. We're starting today on page 54. Yeah, it is like very expositional in the beginning, which is hard for a reading challenge. Let's get it. Okay, we're approaching 6 o'clock here, and I'm feeling on top of the world again today. Like, I feel like yesterday was hard, I'm not gonna lie. Today, I feel like that 5 a.m. on top of the world energy. The book Still a little slow, but I'm moving a bit faster because I am awake. I'm only on page 70. I haven't read that much. It's 5:50. I'm so tempted. Jean-Luc just left for work. I'm so tempted to go into the bed, but I'm not going to. It's too dangerous. My butt was starting to hurt on the couch. I'm on page 134 and it is 8:23 because I fell asleep because I came back to bed. As the moments went on, kept kind of getting closer and closer to just being fully horizontal. I probably slept for like 45 minutes. Yeah, I didn't get as much done as I wanted. I'm on page 134. So I think what I'm gonna do is, because it's just like, it is not a fast paced book. I think it's about to get interesting, but it's just like, I feel like the main event has not happened yet. Like they're all at this game that, you know, we've been leading up to. So I think what I'm gonna do is listen to like a few minutes of the audiobook and go on a little walk just to kind of catch myself up a little bit, and then I might read a little bit later tonight. I'm not sure, but like it would really be ideal to finish this tomorrow just so I can start like a third book for you guys. But you know, we're making some progress, I guess. I'm gonna make a second cup of coffee. I'm really glad that I at least started this book with the text and like the pages in front of me, because there's so many characters and the world is so rich. I feel like sometimes it's hard to like keep track of people's like names and all these expositional details when I'm listening to it. But now that I'm in it, the audiobook is working really nicely. It's a female narrator, which for some reason I just wasn't expecting, maybe because it's a male author, but I like that element of it. I think she's doing a really good job so far. I've only listened to like a chapter. So yeah, I'm gonna go out, go on a little walk, come back here and work out, and I'll probably just like do weights and keep listening. I was listening to First Time Caller, and I typically don't like listen to 2 audiobooks at once. I typically will have a physical book that I'm reading and an audiobook that I'm listening to that are different books, or I'll be reading and listening to the same book. I don't have like 2 books going at once in either sector. Like I'm not listening to audiobooks, not reading 2 books. But for the purpose of this challenge, I want to get through Beartown, so I'm gonna put the other one on hold for a second while I listen to Beartown. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning and I'll give you kind of an update on where we're starting. I do feel like I have energy now. Like, you know, I probably read for a total of like an hour and a half, all things considered, this morning, in between my nap and just like taking out my phone and looking at jewelry, because that's apparently what I do now when I'm tired and have free time. Today was a bit of a lazier day, but I did wake up at 5 and I did read like a good amount of pages. So I still consider it a successful day. Definitely better than yesterday. Monday still though, like really Monday is just gonna be the best, because coming off a weekend of full rest, it's a lot easier to wake up and read early. Whereas like waking up consecutively every day at 5 o'clock is, you kind of build some sleep debt. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 4 of waking up at 5 a.m. Good morning. It's day 4. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Why am I doing this? I want to go back to sleep. I have this new necklace. I'm tired. Okay, so I went to bed at like 12:15 last night. So I'm a little tired. Hitting the coffee first thing this morning. I did listen to quite a bit yesterday. Not like too much, but on page 206. It's kind of like, you know, the thing happened, the tragedy happened that is mentioned at the back of the book. And it's a little like, must we? You know, isn't this tired? Do you really like all the characters? Like, I want to keep reading. I just wish that like it was about something else. Here goes nothing. Despite me being very tired, I'm actually reading the fastest I've read this book. I'm on page 231 and it's about 6. But I probably started actually reading closer to like 5:30. So it's definitely like I'm able to pick up the pace because I mean it's very character driven, even though there's like 15 million characters, but the pace is picked up, I guess. Let's continue on. Yeah. Not a lot of like new perspective on like the main event yet, at least. But it was written, I have to keep reminding myself, it was written in 2016 by a man. And I don't want to say it feels like it's ahead of its time necessarily, but like I think if this story were written today, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think as I'm reading it, I'm kind of just thinking like, yes, we know this. But when I remember that it was written in 2016, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I see you, Friedrich. I can't really elaborate anymore because I don't want to spoil anything. So tired of reading stories like this. I'm pretty sleepy. My ring looks nice. Ooh, gonna keep reading the book. Oh yeah, gonna keep reading the book. Gonna keep reading the book. Gonna keep reading the book. Okay, I'm on page 250 and I'm starting to drift off a little bit, so I think I'm gonna put on the audiobook and like read with the audiobook. I think that might help me just keep up the momentum a bit. It's like 6:30. I'm slow. I'm tired. I'm not reading. I usually read a little over a page a minute, like when I do like my, like 12-hour, 24-hour reading challenges, and I am not I am not there right now. Earth to Spotify. There we go. There's a girl sitting on it. Alright, team, it's 7:30 and I'm on page 324. Reading with the audiobook definitely helped me this morning. I stayed awake the whole time, even though it was hard. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep for like an hour and stop reading at 7:30, which is now. It's important to get those Z's, We need the Z's. One more day left. This is a very aesthetically pleasing book. I really like the cover. See y'all tomorrow morning. Okay, good morning, guys. It is day 5. It is 6 a.m. I give myself an extra hour for Friday because why not? It is like significantly less ungodly at 6 than it is at 5. Like I do feel like I am not gonna just like fall asleep. I'm going to finish Beartown. It's 6:50 and I just finished Beartown. First of all, the fact that a man wrote this book in 2016 gives me so much hope. I'll just say that. I feel like I can't really talk about this book because I don't want to give anything away. There's not much I can really say. It was slow, but I also was really tired when I was reading it. It was slow in the beginning and then it definitely picked up. I love the way he writes. His writing style is so unique and poetic, and I really loved this book. It wasn't quite like a 5-star read, but it was really close. Like I want to give it like a 4.75, I think. I just went to Reddit because the end, there's one thing in the end that's not like 100% clear, but I know this is a series, so I wonder if you keep reading, if that becomes clear. I feel like this was such a perfect book. Like, I don't know if I want to not make, like, I feel like it should just stand alone for me personally, but I don't know, we'll see. It was great. Definitely just check content warnings before you read this. I'll read for like 1 more hour. I'm gonna get my coffee first. So I do think I should read a book for my TBR next, because it is like March 15th, and I still have 5 books. from my TBR to read? From the, like, my TBR jar video? I'm trying to remember all of them. Let me get my phone. Oh, should I do Song of Achilles? I think I'm gonna do Song of Achilles. Okay, Song of Achilles. First of all, I hate when they do this. When they, like, put something that, like, looks like a sticker. Like, winner of this award, or, like, in this person's book club, and, like, you can't take it off. I hate that so much. Okay, the sun's coming up. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Okay, the beginning is a little slow, but I'm transitioning from a very different style of writing and I'm also tired, so I'll let you guys know what I think in my reading wrap up. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of get ready for my day now, and I will check in later with kind of my final thoughts and reflections on this week. Okay, look, I look like a person now. I quickly just wanted to pop on and share some reflections from this week. It is later in the day on Friday. The main thing that I've really been reflecting on is like how much I don't think I read at night at all. And it was almost like a relief once I was done with work to not feel the pressure to read. The operative word that I'm reflecting on is pressure. I feel like having a booktube channel has kind of turned reading from a hobby into, I mean, it's not like a jobby job. Like, I don't have a ton of income from here, but, you know, it's definitely something that is not like 100% hobby anymore. And because of that, I feel pressure to read, and it's not something that I necessarily am gravitating towards naturally all the time. I read because I want to be able to share books with people and, you know, keep making content around books. So, and that's fine. Like, I think, you know, you go through phases with your relationship to everything, and me acknowledging that is important because it made me realize I actually now have to carve out time to make sure I'm intentionally doing activities or lack thereof that like are just hobby based, that are free from any sort of pressure, that are free from productivity, or free from the pressure of productivity, really. So that was like the major takeaway for me personally from this challenge, was just how relieved I was to kind of like, after I finished my work at like 6 o'clock, just like do nothing, watch YouTube, play video games with Jean-Luc, and just kind of do stuff that was just because I wanted to. I just had not really been doing that in my life. That was important for me to learn. Monday, I really enjoyed waking up at 5 a.m. Doing it obviously 5 days in a row was way too much. Today, waking up at 6 was significantly better. It's like, it was a nice balance of like waking up early enough to feel like I'm getting ahead on the day, but also like not being like delusionally tired and feeling like I'm in the middle of the night. So I might like wake up at 6 a.m. maybe 1 or 2 times a week. I think that might be good for me. I'm happy I did this. I'm happy I can sleep in tomorrow. It definitely was, like, I need a lot of sleep. Like, I'm happiest when I get like 9 hours of sleep. So I was getting maybe like 5 or 6 hours of sleep every night, which just does not work for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a fun video. If you have any other video like requests or recommendations, please let me know. Next week is my birthday week, so I will have a video coming out, but I won't have two. Mainly because I actually have a fairly large audition that I'm going in person to like a pretty big studio for, which is exciting. But I really want to like put my focus on that and then take a day off for my birthday. So only one video next week, but we'll get back into the flow of things the following week. So anyway, yes, I hope you have a lovely week. I will see you in the next one.